Ontario's RTAK 2. Stick around. All right, guys, if you have been following my channel, you know that I like to go to the Adirondack Mountains in New York. Adirondacks is one of the largest state parks in New York, and people live in it. It's probably not the only, but it's that large, and it's mountainous. It's beautiful. A lot of people know about Lake George, that kind of thing. So that's where I'm talking about as far as locations. And it happens to be one of my favorite hunting spots. I do have a friend that has property up there. So what that allows me to do is to test blades, go hunting, enjoy myself, and also go camping. Now, this is the RTAK 2 by Ontario. This one I happened to purchase a long time ago. They are still making this blade. What I love about this blade is not only does it perform well, but it is also very affordable. Right now, they have them on Amazon for under $100, maybe $99. You can also pick these up for about $80 in some locations. It is 5160 steel, so really big fan of that. This is what some people like to call a budgeted machete or item. I don't know. To me, it's just a large knife. As you guys know, I make my own knives. There are some things that I loved about this blade, and there's some things that I didn't like about this blade. I was able to go out into the mountains and to use it and test it. It will come like you see. We'll have a small lanyard. This one happens to be in I think it's a gray or brown micarta with a gray or black finish on it. And it does come with the sheath, which I completely despise. But again, at a budget price, you really can't go wrong. It does have 2 snaps on it, and it does have a pocket. Inside the pocket, I usually keep some type of sharpening stone. For me, it's just simple and lightweight. Now, the sheets are going to come a little bit newer because, like I said, this is an older style sheet. The newer sheets will probably look something like this. This is also an Ontario knife. I think they call this one the Falcon. This is just a really cool, small little fixed blade. I don't even know if you can find these anymore, but the sheet themselves will look like this as opposed to this. All right, this is the older style. This is the newer style. And of course, Ontario Knife Company is founded and made in the USA. So all their knives are made in the USA. 5160 happens to be one of my favorites as far as a steel that you're going to beat up. Although it is carbon steel, you have to take care of it, hence the coating. A lot of people like to go side by side with the SE Hungless. I will say that I found that this handle, although maybe not as symmetrical, didn't roll in my hand as much as this one did. And this is the more expensive knife. This is about $180. This is under $100. And they're very, very similar in profile. They're very similar in blade steels. Although I feel this one feels a little bit bigger. Again, your mileage may vary. I found that even though this is a quote-unquote cheaper knife, it outperformed slightly better than the Hungless. Again, what I'm using my knives for is not bushcraft, is not I'm not out there for days and days and days. I'm just clearing trails. I'm a hunter. I'm a woodsman. I want to get out there, do what I need to do, and then come back in. What's great about these knives is that although they're very large in size, you can use them for all types of tasks. And I'm going to talk about the good and the bad. Primarily the sheaths. If this came with a Kydex sheath, it would probably up the ante and also up the price. But again, there are sheath makers out there that can make you a sheath for it, or that you can purchase it probably on eBay. So I'm going to roll you into some of the footage, and then we'll get back to my comments on this knife. Hey, good morning, guys. All right, so what I did today is I put a little bit of pallets in here. I don't know if you could see that. What I'm doing is we have a lot of people that come up here that want to use this stand. And again, if you watched the video, you saw that a tree came down and knocked a lot of this thing out. So what I had done is I got some pallets from work and I just kind of painted them. I'd stain, and I put them on some footings, which is just basically logs. Now it's not forever, but it gives you a flat platform to sit in, and it's not perfect, it's not level, but this is a mountain, and as you can see over here, it actually goes downhill. So at least you're not sitting downhill all the time. Hopefully it lasts for the winter. All right, so pretty good deal. Today, what I'm working with is the RTAK. So I did a little bit of batoning already, and it's okay, RTAK 2, but I want to get a little bit more work on this just to do a proper review. Again, I'm out in this beautiful wilderness, and I want to do like a side-by-side comparison. This thing is pretty sharp out of the box, really decent, big beefy handle, so I'm kind of happy with it. So I'm just going to do some work with it, fix up this blind for bow season. Bow season's coming up, and obviously rifle season's coming up. And I did a lot of work yesterday clearing trails. All this was like all duff. You can see all the scrub brush over here. All this scrub brush was all trees that were down. All right, guys, what I love about this knife, it just feels bigger. Now, it is a 10-inch or maybe like 10 and a quarter, and it's about a 17-inch overall. It does have steel in the back and has a lanyard hole in it if you wanted to like break rocks or something like that. 3/16 inch spine. 5160 steel, I'm a big fan of. It does come with a finger choil, which the other knife does not. The Junglist or the Hunglist does not. It has a little finger choil, so it makes it a little bit easier to sharpen. It does have this nice palm swell, although inside here you can feel where it's not exactly symmetrical. But again, if you are using this to beat it up, or maybe you're wearing gloves, you wouldn't notice it. Or if it really bothers you all that much, you can just sand it down. It's not really a big deal. $99, guys, 80 bucks, maybe on eBay or a used one. This is an excellent blade. Again, I'm going to beat up this sheath again. I hate the sheath. It worked. What I didn't like about it, it does have these two snap profiles, and I found it difficult to operate them with one hand. Again, it could just be me. And there is absolutely no retention in this sheath whatsoever. So if you were caught upside down, or if you were caught somewhere, maybe you didn't snap this in, a branch could come in and just pull your knife out, and then you lost your $100 knife, or under $100 knife. So there is no retention on the sheath whatsoever. You can use it either way, either left or right. So it doesn't matter which side you use it. So that's the good news about that sheath. I don't like the snaps. The two snaps are almost too much, but again, without any type of Kydex or friction fit, you're going to have to find a way to do it. I did find it a little bit difficult in the field to snap these closed with one hand. And again, it's almost too much for two. It is MOLLE capable, and it does come with the leg strap, which I never use. The pouch is sufficient if you want to add a sharpening stone or maybe a little bit of gear in there, maybe like a ferro rod or something like that. But overall, for the price that you're getting this for, you really can't complain. It's really a good knife. In my opinion, I did like this a lot better than the hungless, but that's my opinion. Not because of the price point. I do like the steel. I do like the way it fit in my hand a little bit better because, again, I have extra large hands. The hungless is made for, I want to say, medium to small size hands. So this kind of fit a little bit better for me. For you, it might be different. I do have the test where I take at least a twig or a sapling the size of my thumb, and I want to have that one cut swing. All right, that one cut swing is very important to me. I don't want to sit there all day and chop and chop and chop and chop. You know, something that could have been taken out with one swing. This has that one cut swing that I really do appreciate. Again, I wish it was a little bit heavier or thicker material. That's just me, because again, what I'm using this for is chopping. I'm either clearing brush or I'm making a shelter, and I wanted to have that nice forward momentum. But this did very, very well. And surprisingly, even though it's cheaper, it outperformed, in my opinion, outperformed the hungless. And I'm just saying that. I know there's going to be a lot of hate out there, but it did. And you're saving yourself about $70 for almost the same knife. So good job, RTAK. Good job, Ontario. I have quite a bit of Ontarios. I'm a big fan of them. And this is a really good knife, so I would highly recommend it. All right, guys, so what I need you to do is like, subscribe, share, add some comments down below. There's about 80% of you that watch me on the regular, but only 20% of you are subscribed. So please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You'll get up to date as soon as my videos come out. Also, become a Patreon member. It only costs you $1 a month, where you can watch this video earlier, and you'll get all the update information prior to everybody else, so you don't have to wait for every Sunday or every weekend for me to do it. Go to threeriverblades.com. Get on that mailing list. First name, last name, and email address. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Put that information in. Then go ahead and check your inbox. Make sure that you are good to go there. Just click go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to put a link down below to this knife. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you are interested in this knife, I hope that you'll use that link. I get like 2 cents on the dollar, so I really appreciate you supporting the channel. And also go to the Amazon store. You can check out all the other stuff I have up there. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, please stay safe.